So, good evening, all my little pokey fluffs. Mewtwo with you today, feeling rather satiny and fluffy, as you can see. And of course, today, if you read the title of the video, is a State of the Fluff video, so yay! It's a bonus. I'm putting this up on my not normal video day, so you get a video you weren't expecting, and you can't be mad at me that it's me talking to the camera. Bonus. You can still get to see Mewtwo looking cute on the camera, so everybody wins. Of course, if you want to help support the channel, please don't forget both my Patreon link and my Ko-fi link are in the description box below, both of which are great ways to support me and my channel and help me make better videos for you, my awesome public. Well, it be June. Surprise, surprise. If you had a calendar, you could know this. Or if you ever looked at the date on your phone, computer, or other devices that all scream at you what day and time it is. I remember you used to have clocks everywhere and wear watches for the sake of being a watch. Now I wear a Fitbit to keep track of my steps, and it happens to tell me what time it is. And every other device in my life tells me what time it is. Sometimes I try to escape it. It's really hard. But anyway, that's me rambling about clocks. Something, yeah. We don't need to talk about that. But what I was getting at is, it is right about the time of my YouTube anniversary. That makes 2 years I have been on the TubeTubes here. Yay! Progress reports. I have, last I checked, over 700 videos uploaded. Yeah, I have uploaded a lot of content. And I had 570 some people have subscribed to me at this point, so not bad. Still well under the mark of being able to monetize, unfortunately. Sometime during the winter months, I actually did hit the hours watched. But that's dropped a little bit back, just below the minimum requirement. That I'm not too worried about. I can easily see that just cresting back up with another, 430 some users to get me over even 1,000. And honestly, if I had more people watching, I'd be more inclined to make more content and or make sure I was doing a good job of that. Whenever you have a lot of work involved in something and you get almost nothing in return, it's hard to dedicate a lot of extra effort into it. Though to be fair, these kinds of videos specifically, I definitely find are therapeutic. I've mentioned that before, that this is, it's cheaper than going to a psychiatrist. I get to talk about my life and my problems, and you get to listen to them. Aren't you lucky? Also, being June, it is coming up on Anthrocon. We have been doing a good job of being prepared and getting ready for this event as far as we need to. I decided definitely Mewtwo and Daisy are the 2 critters that are coming with me as my characters for the event. This means no Bursty, no Caddy, no Pixie, no Cherry Blossom, no Sussurvine, no Minnie Mouse, no Renamon, no Daisy Duck, and anything else I own. Yeah. In any case, those are the 2 that are coming. Daisy got a few minor tweak upgrades as of the weekend. I lengthened her sleeves or bodysuit slightly, and I put a little piece on the back for the neck of her body just to make sure that I don't pop out in public. I didn't think this was going to happen on either case. Either the sleeves would pop out or the neck would pop out. But whenever it comes to going out in public and you haven't done it in a while, if you feel like something might be a risk, Just cover your bases. Doesn't hurt. I did finish fur trimming this particular robe just recently. I may or may not bring it with me. It does run kind of long, so but it's not drying on the ground, so it might be fun enough to wear on, say, Mewtwo or Daisy out in public. We'll see how things fly. Moods change over time. You never know what I'll feel like when it comes to packing day. I have stabilized. My weight is about the same as it has been for about a month or two now. I may fluctuate a pound or so depending on whether or not I pooed that morning yet or not when I weighed myself, so I'd say I'm pretty safe. I'm not gaining weight. I'm not losing any more at the moment, but that's okay. I'm not stressing over that. My endurance levels are pretty good. I'm trying not to over push myself for the next few weeks because I don't want to risk having a sore week come when Anthrocon's happening and or having to have a recover week just before it to really recover from overworking myself for the previous times. So just standard low to medium level exercise for the next, well, till June 28th, 9th, whatever that Wednesday is when we're driving to Pittsburgh. Yay! Speaking of driving, we successfully got the Easy Pass situation fixed. That was not good at MFF. Apparently it had nothing to do with my Easy Pass being shut off for non-use or not having money in it or anything like that. Apparently my credit card number was wrong on there. I got that fixed when I talked to them this time as well. But they only last 8 years, according to the lady I talked to. So if you have an Easy Pass in your car and it is past 8 years, you may want to give Easy Pass a ring and see if they'll send you a replacement. Didn't cost me anything, and it's all set up. It's all in place and ready to go. So, woo! I could drive on the Pennsylvania Turnpike when I head to PA in a few weeks. Yay! I do fear the gas price. As a couple of work-at-home-ians, we definitely do not spend a lot on gas on a week-to-week basis. In fact, I tend to fill the car every month and a half, give or take. And we have a small tank. It's only like a 12 or 13 gallon tank in that car. So it's generally, before the prices went up to what they have been now, when I'd fill it up, I'd be putting a 20 in, and sometimes not even that. It hurt when I filled the gas tank up about a week ago. And then the price went up again by a big jump. So, whew, that travel to Pittsburgh and back is gonna be a slog on the finances, but we'll manage. It's still cheaper than flying. Even cheaper than one of us flying one way to pay for all of the gas and parking for going to Anthrocon by driving. So, yep, car it is. Home life has been pretty stable. We're happy about that. Nothing major has changed. Nothing major is broken. Trying to be a little more creative with cooking dinners lately. I've done a couple of slow cooker things lately, and that's turned out pretty good. This week I did a roast beef on Monday, which was yesterday, as I'm recording this, and I'll upload this tonight at Tuesday. It turned out good. I was actually pretty happy. I haven't done one of those in a while, and yeah, Charles the roast, and more tasty. And a couple weeks ago, I did a barbecue pulled pork, and oof, it was lovely. It was sweet, tasty, and juicy, and wonderful. Will do again. I did actually get a new graphics card for each of our computers. We upgraded from 1060s to 3080s. And to quote Gabriel Iglesias in one of his earlier comedy routines, they fit. Yes. I didn't even think this was going to even be a question, but wow. Because we have nice big towers. I didn't think this could be a problem. It almost was. um, two of our SATA ports on our motherboards are pointing up out of the board, straight up, whereas the other four are off the side and pointing outward. Well, those two that are pointing upward are right underneath where the tail end of the 3080 needed to go. For the important part here, we do keep our next best card as our secondary for additional monitors and stuff. I mean, everything put together, there are 4 screens on this computer. So I like to put some of the non-critical stuff on the secondary card, whereas my gaming all is on the primary, and the art stuff is on the primary. Because of where the hard drive cage is on the cases we have, you can just fit the 1060 in behind that, and the 3080 sits right on top of the hard drive cage, like it's sliding back into the front end of the case, right on top of that. I had to take off those 2 SATA cables. Mine, I had still 2 of the front side ones free, so I just snapped them in there. Autumn's case, I had to, he has one more thing plugged in. He has a hard drive more than me in there. I had to find a angled down cable to plug something of his in so that we could use one of those top 2 SATA ports. In the process of plugging the cards in, we also found the big umbilical to the motherboard's power had been going straight across that area, so it now goes up and over the video cards. Some of the power and SATA cables that were going to, say, where the hard drives and stuff are, I had to finagle-y, pushy, shifty, doodly-doo all around so that the card was not squishing them. Let's just say it was a bit of an adventure. After I did the first one, I kind of knew where I was going, because our computers are mostly a mirror of each other, just with a minor exception of some of the older hard drives we had both were able to pull out of our previous computers and add in as just storage. Nothing wrong with that, honestly. Minor power use and, well, more space. We already had 1,000-watt power supplies, so this was not a power issue or anything. Our processors are still a generation too old to get Windows 11, so I'm not sure what we can upgrade to yet. I do need to still look into that and see if a processor upgrade is viable, and or if I care, or if we'll just, in a few years, effectively scrap these cases, move the 3080s and whatever over into the new boxes, and have shinier new computers. Never know. Depends on what the next few years roll out, what we feel like dealing with, and whatever the requirements are to whether or not you do need to have Windows 11 in the future, blah, blah, blah. Lots of disclaimer of if I have to care. 3080 runs great, by the way. I've loved what I've seen out of it. It is well beyond what I need. It is the shiniest video card at any given time that I've ever gotten to own. And it's pretty darn neat. It's a beast. The things each weighed about 5 pounds, which is scary. And for the first time when buying a moderate to high-end video card, they do not come with an adapter for older display thingies. It has DisplayPort, three of those, and 2 HDMI ports. It did not come with a little adapter to plug in DVI. It did not come with an adapter to plug in VGA, which I'm always amused. Any card I've got in the past that had a VGA adapter, I'm like, you just bought a ... for your computer, and you're going to plug in a monitor by VGA? Seriously? 15 pin? No. No. I think only one of my monitors has DisplayPort cable capability at all. The one I'm actually staring at as I'm recording right now. So in the future, probably going to buy more DisplayPort monitors as things need replaced. Monitors get replaced when they die, not because, or if we decide to make things bigger. In this case, I bought an extra 27 for my desk, so I got a newer monitor. The main monitors on my desk are two 27s, a 23, and I have the 15.6-inch graphic tablet, if you were curious. Anyway, yeah. So, computer upgrade. Good. Food going on? Also good. Anthrochrome preparations? Super good. This week I am going to go out into the shed and pull in the big Stanley tote for packing for Anthrocon. So we'll have that in the garage and or family room for pre-packing purposes, PPP. I look forward to seeing what all happens. Vacation is really looking good right now. Only 2 more full weeks of work left after this one, and vacay. Full week of not work. Woo! Anyway, I think I've babbled at you all long enough. 17 minutes and 40-some seconds so far. Yeah. Just a quick state of the fluff. Felt like putting on Mewtwo and talking to the camera and give us some good news. Yep. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the little dingly bell. For the little dingly bell, let you know I post new videos. Who knows? Could be the silly Pokemon or any of my other critters being cute for you. And of course, both my Patreon link and my Ko-fi link are in the description box below. They're both awesome ways to help support me and my channel and help me make better videos for my awesome foofy public. And of course, if you could, in the comments box, let me know something you did that made you smile today. I put on a silly Pokemon's head and paws and a pretty pink satin and fluff robe and got to gab at you for whatever amount of time this ends up being total. So yeah, that's what I did. Anyway, thank you again for spending some time with me. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you again on the next video. But for now, this little Pokemon is going to sign on off, and I'll see y'all again real soon. For now, bye-bye.